Hello and welcome to this new video tutorial of OpenCard Braintree Payment Gateway plugin. Now this particular plugin integrates the Braintree Payment Gateway within your OpenCard web store so that you can accept the payments from your customers at the time of checkout using the Braintree payment method itself. Now this particular plugin works in the production, that's the live environment, as well as in the test environments there, and it handles everything including creation of the user, maintaining their vaults and much more. Apart from that, the admin has the option for the selection of the transaction models that are the custom and the drop-in. In the custom, we have the Braintree only, and in the transactional model, PayPal plus Braintree is there altogether there in a drop-in kind of a thing there. So I'll show you that at the checkout time in a while from now. But before we proceed with the following video, wherein I'll be showing you the workflow at the customers end and the admins end, please do subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to receive the latest updates from our end. And if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. So right now you can see that I'm at the storefront and I'm on one of the products there. That's the Braintree product for $45. Now as a customer, what I need to do is I just need to tap here on the add to cart button, edit it to the cart and make a checkout thereafter. So to make a checkout, I'll just select my billing address, then I'll select my delivery details, then I'll choose my delivery method, and then here under the payment methods you can see where you have to select a payment method. You'll find the Braintree payment method available there. You have to accept the terms and conditions and tap on the continue button. Now the transaction model that we are trying to see right now is a custom one that we'll see. So this is a custom one. On the confirm order here you can see that the previous card numbers have also been saved for the customer there, and the customer can also save a new card number at the time of making the payment. So to make the payment, you'll just have to tap here on the new card button, and that would bring up the particular model. Right now we are checking the drop in model basically, and tapping on the new card brings up the PayPal for making the payment there, or you can enter your details there in the back end and make a payment using your card number. So if I enter my card details here, I can ask him to remember the card details for the 2346 card number that's ending with 2346. I'll have to check the remember me checkbox here, and then we can tap here on the pay button to make the payment itself. And as soon as the order has been placed, we can check the order history as well by going to the history section. Here's the order for $50, the order ID 105 185, and here you can find the payment method as the Braintree payment method itself, and here you can find the name of the product itself, and you can see that the order status is complete right now. You can download the invoice by tapping here on the invoice button, and that will generate your invoice. And within the invoice as well, you can find the payment method as the Braintree payment method, and the total that you made a payment using the Braintree, that's for $50 itself. Now let's get back. So this checkout was for the transactional model, that's the drop-in. For the for the other one, that's the custom. Let me show you that as well. For that, I'll just make a small custom setting here under the Braintree. So I'll just go there, and I'll be choosing the transactional model to custom one, and you can see that at that time a client side encryption key is also popped up. Now this particular key, you'll get it from the Braintree dashboard itself, and then you have to enter that up here under this, and then let's tap here on the save button for the model type. So we have saved it. So let's reorder this particular product. So I'll just go to the checkout, and I'll be selecting my details here. Then I'll be choosing the Braintree payment method at the checkout time. I'll tap on the continue button, and we can find the details of the Braintree now. So here you can see that the last four numbers 2346 has been saved as well. So now if I tap on the new card, we can just enter the card number here, enter the expiry and the valid up to, enter the CVV, And if you want to remember this card, you can check this option here. So this one is the Braintree transactional modal. That's the custom modal wherein we only get the Braintree payment method to make the payment there for the order. So this was the customer's workflow. Now let me take you to the admin backend panel and let me show you how the admin would be able to initially configure this particular plugin from the admin backend panel. So for that, let me take you to the backend now. So after logging into the admin backend panel, what you need to do is you need to navigate through extensions, then payments. On the payments section, you have to go to Braintree and then tap on the edit button under the actions column there. So from here you can see that the admin can enable or disable the status of the Braintree payment gateway within his web store. To make use of it at the checkout time, you'll have to enable this particular option from here for the status. Then we have the transaction environment. You can choose it as sandbox or the testing mode or the production or the live mode as required. Then you have to enter the client side, the merchant account ID, the merchant ID, the public key and the private key there. From the Braintree payment gateway itself. After registration, you will be getting these details, so you have to enter those Braintree details here within these sections, starting from merchant ID to private key. And here you can choose the transactional model that we showed you at the storefront. That was one was the drop-in, having the PayPal and the Braintree all together, and the custom one having the Braintree only. So that was the transactional model. Then we have the create vault. So if you want to create a vault for the customer, so that whenever a buyer saves a card detail, that particular card detail would be saved for a further transaction. So you can enable that up for from here. Then you have the default order status. So whenever the order has been placed using the Braintree or the PayPal there, the default order status would be the status that you have selected from here. And here you have to choose the zones for which you have enabled this particular Braintree payment gateway, and then you can set up the sort order of this payment method at the checkout time. Then you just need to tap here on the save button to save the configuration settings, and you're done configuring the module in the initial place. Now let's go to the orders section and let me show you the details there. So let's go to sales and orders, and here you'll find the order number 185 for $50 that we had placed using the Braintree payment gateway. We had made a payment. Now here, if I go to the history, I can see the transaction ID and the status for the payment as well. Right now it's showing submitted for settlement. It will get settled in a while. After the settlement, you can also make a refund back into the customer account there by just tapping the refund button here. But if you before the status turns to settled, if you try and refund, then you'll get a warning that it cannot be refunded till the status is not settled there. So after the status has been set as settled here, you can basically make a refund back into the customer's account as per your own requirement there. So yes, that was much about the OpenCart Braintree payment gateway, and I hope it helped you out in understanding how it appears to the customers at the checkout time, and how they can select the two different modal types. One is the custom and the drop-in. Custom having the as you can see right now, the custom having only the Braintree payment method, and in the other modal, that's the drop-in, we have the Braintree as well as the PayPal to make a payment there for placing the orders within the store there to the customers. So yes, that was much about the video itself, and thanks for watching it up. And if you still have any questions, queries, suggestions or requirements, then you can anytime get back to us at support@webcool.com, or you can raise a ticket at webcool.uvidesk.com as well. And apart from that, if you find this particular video helpful, then do kindly give it a thumbs up. And lastly, thanks for watching this video and have a great day ahead.